Hello, lovelies. Welcome back to the BirthFit podcast. This is episode number 258, and I am your host, Dr. Lindsay Matthews Cantu. I'm the BirthFit founder and CEO since 2013. That's right. All right. We've had some dense, short, to the point episodes to kick off the year. And this episode, I think, is just as nutrient dense, research dense, but I think it's a fun one. It's called Exercise Snacks. And this is for my busy new moms out there because I get this question all the time. This question comes up all the time. And a lot of you mamas are frustrated because you feel like you don't have time to work out. So think of this like we're going to get into it and I'll explain this, but exercise snacks, reclaiming your strength one snack at a time. First of all, I want to say I see you exhausted, overwhelmed, and wondering how you'll ever find time for yourself again, let alone exercise, because this was me. I mean, it's still me, some days. I mean, definitely depends on what phase of my cycle I'm in. But between nursing and feeding toddlers, maybe it's diaper changes, maybe it's potty training, trying to rest, sleep, homeschool, drop them off at school, whatever it is. I know life is busy, and the idea of a 45 to 60-minute workout feels like a fantasy. Like, oh my God, that is from another lifetime, right? I know that. Like, y'all, when I started BirthFit, moms used to give me so much shit because they're like, well, it must be nice to work out 2 hours a day. It must be nice to work out an hour a day. I get it. I get it. Now I get it. Um, and to be honest, for most of us, those 1 to 2 hours of exercise that I used to do, those were in my princess and maiden years. And if you haven't read the blog I wrote called Queen in Training, go to our website, type in Queen in Training in the blog search, pull it up. It's all about shifting your mindset and stepping into your queen role. That's why it's called Queen in Training. And this is where fitness is more of a means to be the most optimal mother, wife, woman that you want to be. Like, you have bigger goals than just a six-pack washboard abs, which are nice, or glutes, booty. While the aesthetics part of training are nice, they're not the number one goal. They're a nice like default or a nice indirect action. Like, I love the way my booty looks when I squat. So yeah, I'm proud of that. But the real reason that I work out now is so that I can lift my toddler, so that I can run, chaser, carrier, whatever I need to do. So here's the good news. Research shows you don't need hours at the gym to rebuild your strength and energy. Let me introduce you to this new phrase called exercise snacks. Tiny, powerful bursts of movement that fit into the chaos of motherhood. So, what exactly constitutes an exercise snack? Well, they're short, like short bursts. Maybe they last 30 seconds up to 5 minutes. But research has shown that these mini workouts can improve muscle strength by up to 31%, increase endurance and functional movement, reduce stress and boost mood. Like, we all know how good we feel after we work out, right? Enhance cardiovascular health, break the negative effects of prolonged sitting, enhance brain activity. Those are just a few things. And y'all, 30 seconds to 5 minutes, these work around a baby schedule, a toddler schedule, multiple kids schedule, right? Like, that's awesome. So here's your BirthFit Foundation exercise snack edition. We're going to start with breathing snacks. 30 seconds to 2 minutes. That's all you need. The diaphragm reset. So Ideally, you would lie down, maybe knees bent, feet on the ground, or you have your legs open in a supported butterfly position, or you can sit comfortably. But you have one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. And you breathe so that you can feel that hand on the belly moves. And obviously that hand on the chest is going to move a little bit, but you want to like not just shallow breathe. You want to breathe all the way down into your belly, your back, your side ribs, and take 5 to 10 slow, deep breaths. That's all you need, right? 30 seconds to 2 minutes. I think, what is it like? I used to know exactly what 2 minutes was for me. I think it was somewhere between 10 breaths and 12, maybe 15. It just depends on the day. So you can figure that out for you. Um, Here's another one, 4-7-8. So you inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7 counts, exhale for 8 counts. This is a really good one to reduce stress, like right away, stress buster. Inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. You want to repeat that, I would say at least 4 times. All right, so those you got 2 breathing snacks right now, and those are great for when shit hits the fan. Okay, core connection snacks. You're gonna need 1 to 3 minutes here. I'm gonna give you one thing, the dead bug. Let me get a sip of water. You can find, if you don't know how to do the dead bug at all, go to our YouTube page and look up the BIRTHFIT basics or BIRTHFIT dead bug. You'll see it. Okay. If you've never done the dead bug, start in that position where you're lying on the ground, your hands are in the air, your legs are in the air, your knees are bent, your elbows are bent, and start with just moving one arm at a time and then one leg at a time. Ideally, you start to move opposite arm and opposite leg together, and you do 5 per side or 10 total. This is great to do lying next to your baby on the ground. And honestly, you could do 10 total reps, 5 on each side, rest, do it again. If you're feeling really, really ambitious, then you would move on to what is known as our side plank options. And then maybe even get into the bird dog. Just those 3 right there. There's so many. There's such best bang for your buck, but be sure to watch our videos on YouTube. All right, pelvic floor power ups. You need about 1 to 2 minutes, maybe 3. But this is a fun little exercise that I like to give to some clients if they need more awareness around their pelvic floor. Call it the elevator ride. And ideally, you're laying down, knees bent, or supported with a pillow or something, and you're flat on the ground. Imagine your pelvic floor is an elevator, and you're going to gently, you want to identify, right? Okay, floor 0 to floor 10. Maybe that's your range. Gently lift your pelvic floor to floor 1 on the exhale. Okay, on the next breath, inhale and exhale, lift it to floor 4 and then floor 9. And then can you take it back down? Go for like 5 to 8 rides. That's what we call it. You can even do this with baby on top of you. Another thing I like to do, this is just a random thing, with sometimes even now when my toddler is sitting on me and like she's like right on my belly, I will breathe into my belly and like really try to lift her with my belly. So I know that I'm breathing all the way down there. And then I try to maintain that expansion on the next one. All right, so walking snacks, the power pace, 2 to 5 minutes. Walk at a pace that elevates your heart rate. Can be done while pushing the stroller around the block, up and down stairs, in your living room, marching. Literally just set a clock. If you're in the living room, just set a clock and march. Y'all, I see this woman at the playground that we go to, and she does this all the time. And I tell her she's so freaking amazing because she's just marching in place, does it for 5 minutes, then rest. If you want, grab a band, put a little band around your legs and do some side shuffles for 2 minutes. Stroller power walks, there's really no explanation there. Put your fussy baby in a stroller, if you have a baby, wear them. A super baby, a small baby. That like walking wearing a baby is like no joke. But then also like Vera loves going in the stroller during the day. Now she'll get out and walk, but whenever she gets tired, she gets in, and then that's when I like book it. Like, okay, now we're gonna cover some distance. The natural sunlight is great for you and your little one. All right, and then the nap time quickie. If you have a hall, go up and down your hall, maybe even bear crawl. Set a clock for 3 minutes. Do bear crawls, forwards, backwards, sideways, all up and down your hall. All right, so the last thing I'll share is a little strength training snacks. If you're doing upper body, think 2 to 3 minutes. Start with wall push-ups, then progress to like a lower incline, maybe an ottoman, a bench, and then reps on the ground. You can go from your knees, or if you check out our YouTube channel, you'll find what we call kipping push-ups. I actually like those better than knee push-ups. Sometimes it just depends on the client, but start there. Usually 8 to 12 reps is plenty, and then rest and then do it again. Also upper body, core, carrying a baby, right? Be sure you carry your baby on both sides. Like, I know it's hard. We have a dominant side, but when you're not doing anything that requires a lot of mental capacity or strength, put your baby on the other side, or carry your purse or your diaper bag in the other hand. Okay, lower body, you might need 2 minutes, maybe 4 minutes. Go from seated on the ground in a shin box to lunge to stand. Do that for 4 minutes and just go alternate sides. Easy breezy leg day. Not easy breezy, but it's simple, I should say. Balance on one leg, calf raises, especially calf raises while wearing a baby. These are all like super quick exercise snacks. And then if you want to put it all together, okay, we got a mom squat circuit, 10 squats, 30-second wall sit, 10 elevated push-ups, rest while baby explores. Your baby could be doing anything, crawling around. And then plank series, do some push-ups, do some shoulder taps, then hold a side plank on each side. It could be on your elbow and your knee or all the way up to your hand. Exercise snacks, y'all. So I hope that gave you some motivation, some ideas, and yeah. If you start with exercise snacks, I want like make it sustainable. Like don't try to do 10 exercise snacks in one day. Start ridiculously small. Start with like 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Do one breathing exercise a day, one upper body, one lower body. And I don't know if you've read that book. I think it's called Atomic Habits, where you're like habit stacking. But try to stack habits, right? Piggyback things on other things you already do. Do calf raises while you make coffee. If you're nursing, practice pelvic floor elevators. Use your baby as your workout buddy, not your obstacle, right? Now, Vera loves, like, she's like, when I say I'm going to work out outside in the garage, she's like, oh, me too, and like taps her chest. I love that. Embrace the mess, embrace the chaos. Some days you might get 5 exercise snacks, other days you might get 1. Totally fine. Remember, you're evolving into a new, better, more optimal version of yourself, and you're modeling healthy habits for your little one. So you've got this. Don't beat yourself up if you miss an exercise snack or 2. And as always, be sure to check out our BIRTHFIT community membership. Leave us a review. Thank you so much for supporting us. I hope you found this episode super helpful.